Yeah, welcome to back around here today and welcome says it is just a time have a set and well annual meeting of today will page. How many organizations there are world? There are 1,000 billion organizations with making 1,000 workers and don't miss mutation. Alright, how many people in the every society president is contributing at forward and making advantage of these societies instead of disrupting or the breaking forces? And what is the consequence of these people? What is the punishment of the stated of the like he stated and to law enforcement? Law enforcement, what a process. Law enforcement is always are separated to people who are thinking that they could be having some bigger power than they actually do have. And that's a little bit, well, what I say, pussy people. The pussy people are everywhere, they're here and all around. So don't pay attention. Why will be still Asia super of the countries of the America? Alright, today will be have a here breaking news. The world deposit the money reserve of the United States American dollar have been to defected. This will be has to disrupted and have been abolished. That will be meaning that the new world currency IVICO, which is nothing to do with any of the single already to be existing. It is new global to currency and money unit which will be responsible to amount of the gold. That will be meaning that the huge amount of gold, which is the biggest federation and deposit of the world, the current Federal Reserve of the gold have been under of this superpower. It is independent, the new global movement, which is absolutely have nothing to do with the existing nation. It is associated cosmopolitan international to agreement of the some separated individuals. This new individual power of this banking system will be meaning that the more economic the sensibilities. Also, we have a news that China refused and alongside all of the other countries have making out to new agreement and just to make sure that will be making sure to sign embargo against the United States of America. Yes, 162 countries, non-American countries have made it today to agreement to just have to all the manufacturing goods will be embargoed to United States of America. They will be giving up the last couple of years now until these countries are, for example, the most important importer to the American Federation is almost every oil countries. They will be meaning that oil countries will be not to be anymore to will have an embargo to the market economical of the sending and import of the oil to the American market. So what we have here to news there? Yes, the Venezuela, Brazil, China, the Korea, the Japan, and also the France, Spain, Italy, Canada, Mexico, and very much important Indonesia, India, Vietnam, Thailand, and Taiwan, Philippines, and outside thousands of other countries. Hundreds of the countries have make agreement to just to United States of America to just to try and keep enough to take products and goods. And what is the point of here to try to take care of the United States of America and the poor poverty? Because United States have so far, they have now to find out to gain it on their own. They have found out that they don't need to America poverty to gain the machine or chair, but that will mean that they will also denominate the America power of the industries. What has to happen to United America itself this kind of situation? As well said, all of these countries has also made agreement to demolish all the armies, the American armies. If they have American military bases around these countries, they will be able to take them out of these countries. They make an agreement that if they will be taken into the war or to trade against the military bases and take capture at the force any force necessary to America. And this is a pretty much. Even the American force is 300 million people. Now we got over 4.5 billion people against America. Even 5 million estimated billion manpower in the war. So this is it plus. The America got only a couple of good allies, call it like Australia and England and Great Britain, and these countries are pretty much so they are only now to seems to be that every other than the land was Anglo-Saxon countries, which are all the Commonwealth and the British Imperium countries have been to show it up to pay back, especially Spanish-speaking countries and French-speaking countries and all the Asian countries, which are also very big world power, have especially tried to put in taking their own part. That will be meaning that will happen to the United States economy, that all the oil out of the United States of America itself area, there will be no oil sources. And now it will be all reserves all about today. And the other countries have not to make a war declared against to American land soil. So they just to try to close the borders, to not let any of the import goods, not also to human capital, immigrants and migrants, to deploy to United States of America. And I think that it's a pretty good choice of these countries. There will be meaning, of course, in a due time that all the power of work will not to go towards to America, United States of America society and the economy of the United States of America. They will be not benefit and help anything of the United States. There will be in health workers, there will be no, but there's a lot. United States itself doesn't import that much of the energy from Mexico country, from the Canada and Mexico directly from the power plant, so that's a big problem. But the problem is, example, coal, which is usually decade around the world, wouldn't be anymore aborted to the United States of America. There's also the oil have become what is the most important source of the energy. Example, the car that we have been making a United States barrel 50 times to now to rise the prices, and that will be making sure that all the gasoline what is still selling to gasoline it's have been cut over to the people to the speed. Yes, it's huge. The economical crisis in the America have crisis. This all the stock market have been all-time low. This is the biggest threat because all the expectation of the United States economy is the downturn will be absolutely because there was no interaction now the United States of America with the rest of the world countries that will be in America for very long time. Well, to now have been entirely isolated from the rest of the world. The isolation will be meaning that America has to do it all its own, and it might be perhaps helping the things around when we know the computers and the goods from it. Asia example and medical every American manufacturer have attempted themselves, but also the resources. We will not receive any more iron, steel, or aluminum, metal. All the things would have usually transferred to America. So America itself, the continent, hopefully that will mean in Alaska example would have a rare resource. Rich area will be get a lot more potential, but Alaska and a lot of the states will be now the new economic boom of the different. Because the America itself have to now to only rely on its own resources. Even Canada and Mexico, both which are two very big resources to the transport resources to America, to the economic, have been now close the borders to just making sure that none of this the new agreement. And it's surprisingly that even Canada, after all, what is the United States of this reaction? The United States and America and Canada and the agreement have been very tight and very to self in a couple just 20 years making. Of course, these countries have been over 100 years very close together when it comes to agreement. Of course, the cultural similarities is the and a geological area, but now it's just making sure all this land we have been taking a union part of the American Union seems to be far-fetched away. The good question is what is the America result? The president already have been making his own opinion, but the rest of the world will be stay hard and against the United States of America. And it's gonna be absolutely fantastic, interesting time how the United States of America people itself will be change their lifestyle now knowing that the rest of the world will be not interact with them and they will be absolutely be their own in the very first time when it comes to the imported goods. So it just changes train now to the more individual and more of the people of the society of the America itself instead of the capitalism will be shown. The capitalism still the system what is happening around roulette. The international bankers and WTO and the banking IMPA and that is the banking organization already have been cut down. If there have been American based guns